Hello everyone, my name is Jessie. Welcome to my channel. And let's not waste anybody's time. This is the list of feature films and also some series I watched this month, October edition. I started this month with a German movie which name is Too Far Away in English. The movie told the story of a 12-year-old German boy born over soccer with a new to town 11-year-old Syrian refugee. I like the movie very much since it approached many sensitive subjects like war or school bullying with suddenness and clever humor. The children cast delivered their role completely and naturally. Next, I watched Chris Nolan's Batman trilogy. Well, you don't know what's new thing you can find after every new watch. Like this time, I noticed the actress Joey King's presence in the film, which hinted the third film's plot twist. Yeah, I know, observation and many correct predictions of 2020 were found in this trilogy as well, such as social lockdown, wearing masks, riot, looting, and cancelled sport event. I'm not going to discuss further into content and anything, and if you want me to do a video on this trilogy, please comment down below. Then I watched Sinister, a disappointment I must say. I was fooled by the film's synopsis that suggested it's about a novelist who discovers a horrific crime of a serial killer in the house he and his family just moved in, and I ignored the poster, which proposed a whole different genre, which I eventually discovered halfway through the film. Sinister's strength is the use of light and color throughout the film. I think they should stick with the thriller and drama genre instead of horror, since the beginning was so persuasive and engaging. Next, I watched The Devil's Advocate, which follows an exceptional lawyer from Florida who accepted a job at a high-end New York City law firm with a mysterious and high-end boss. Just like Sinister, The Devil's Advocate could have done better with its ending, since the word devil in the title was taken literally in the end. The tone of the film changed drastically, which made me uneasy. Too many gimmicky speeches about the essence of good and evil that clutter and complicate the plot. There were too many unnecessary nude scenes as well. Speaking of nude scenes, I also watched Basic Instinct for the first time this month. Not my favorite. There were too many love scenes in the film that distract the viewer from following and focusing on the crime. The ending is very confusing and unsatisfying. Or maybe it's just me. Next, I watched The Chef Show Volume 4 on Netflix. If you are a fan of cinemas and cooking shows, the series is for you. Jon Favreau and Roy Choi are definitely one of my favorite duo due to their genuine chemistry, enthusiasm, humor, and passion for everything they do. You may encounter some familiar faces from both industry on the show, such as Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, the Russo brother, or David Chang. Then I watched a comedy named Blockers, which is about three parents trying to prevent their teenage daughter from losing their virginity on a prom night. I had a good time watching it. Then I watched Francesca for the second time before it left Netflix in early October. The film is about a young woman in New York struggling to achieve her dream of becoming a dancer. Some brazen and carefree jokes or spontaneous yet stupid decisions give us a sense of truthfulness of reality through Greta Gerwig's excellent acting. Then I watched another film by Noah Baumbach, The Meyerowitz Story, New and Selected. It's about an Austrian family gathered together in New York City for an event celebrating the artistic work of their father. The film fills with sharp conversation about life and family. It could be one of Adam Sandler's best performances in my opinion. The movie's pace quite slow and full of family drama which might not be interesting for many. Next I watched Inside Man, a thriller about bank robbery in New York City. Maybe I have watched too much of thriller or crime movies so it doesn't impress me much, but the cast was equally good. Then I watched Netflix's latest documentary, The Social Dilemma. Let's not discuss the content because each viewer takes away different things. Like I was scared at first, but not anymore. The documentary, with precision, managed to unpack complex scientific problem through effective dramatic short film featuring a family affected by social media addiction and interviews from Silicon Valley tech titan about their hope to control their creation. The smooth combination of short films and real people interview assists viewers to picture the circumstances more vividly and precisely. Then I watched the interview for the first time. You might have heard of it. It's about celebrity tabloid show host and his producer who landed an exclusive interview with the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Seth Rogen and James Franco chemistry is the highlight of the film. It's entertaining and it proves that comedian would go a long way for a big laugh. Therefore, I rewatched the duo's Pineapple Express for another 2 hours of entertainment. Next, I watched Molly's Game, which I totally loved. It's about the true story of Molly Bloom, an Olympic class skier who ran the world's most exclusive high stake poker game and became an FBI target. The movie's fast paced, interesting, and smart conversation, dense, powerful, and convincing performance of Jessica Chastain are all the reason I love this movie. Then I watched the trending show on Netflix at the time, Emily in Paris. Beside all the stereotype and cliche about the French and a very poorly written and sugar-coating screenplay, I find the series very entertaining and beautiful to observe. Then I watched another Netflix documentary about a murder case which I followed 2 years ago, American Murder: The Family Next Door. The show presents with a raw, painful, and uneasy feeling through original footage provided by the victim's family and friends. However, I can't help to feel like an invasion of privacy. Then I watched Spotlight. It's about the true story of how the Boston Globe uncovered the massive scandal of child molestation and cover up within the local Catholic archdiocese. It's an outstanding example of when three pieces of a film fit perfectly together: the screenplay, the cast, and the director. We receive a masterpiece. With the pace and the rhythm of a thriller but smarter and more restrained, it gives me a chill and inspires me to work harder for what I believed. Then I watched another drama in which Rachel McAdams plays another journalist, State of Play. The movie follows a journalist investigates a case involving a congressman and his dead mistress. I think it's a good movie with an urgency of a story unfold intrigue the viewer to focus on the screen. Then I watched one of the best TV series I have ever seen, Kingdom. It follows a family of MMA fighters struggle between life and job. The series was added on Netflix recently and has been a hit. The writing is sharp and insightful, which walked through the true obstacle of fighters before, during, and after each fight. The cast performance is extremely profound, especially Jonathan Tucker, who played Jay Kulina. I don't want to give away too much, but it's the kind of film that you find the truthfulness, the brutality of life, the unfairness, and depression presented without censoring. The kind of film that stuck with you and smoldered inside you for a long time. Then I watched Ready or Not, another film with a very sloppy ending. Like The Devil's Advocate, Ready or Not switched its tone too quickly. It went from a family with mental game night tradition to something supernatural in just a heartbeat. I enjoyed most of it until the devil show itself. Next, I watched Primal Fear. I liked the film a lot, especially the twist at the end. Edward Norton's performance was amazing, and so are the rest of the cast. Then I watched Special Correspondent. It's about a radio journalist and his technician who couldn't get into Ecuador to report his rebellion, had to hide out in New York and fake their own kidnapping. There are tons of logical mistakes in the film, but the idea is very interesting and I like it. I had a great time. Next, I watched Rebecca, a remake of its 1940 version. I didn't watch that one, if you're asking. It's about a young newlywed that arrives at her husband's imposing family estate and finds herself battling the shadow of his first wife, Rebecca, whose legacy lives on in the house long after her death. The use of color in the film is brilliant, shift as the mood of the film changes. However, I don't really enjoy it because everything was a bit rushed and unconvincing to fit the whole book into 2 hour movie. The scenery and the actors are beautiful though. And that's it for the month. Thank you for watching and I see you very soon.